This, my friends, is tiny. Now, tiny is just starting to come out in flower spikes. They're everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. Now, why do people think it's so hard to get them to flower? Well, one thing they need is a cold night. Let's go inside and have a look. Well, here we are. Tray upon tray of kikis and kingianums. No. This is not a kingianum flower. That's from my zygos that are up above our heads. Okay. Quite a few of them are starting to come into spike. See, we've got flower spikes back in there. Let's have a look over at the other ones. Well, here we are again. This is the one that I've just prepared to go down to Hobart. This is one that I think might go over to my doctor's surgery, the optometrist. Flower spikes. They need a cold night. It's winter, coming into spring. We've gone past the worst part of the winter, supposedly. We've got a lot of cold nights coming ahead. Flower spikes. Flower spikes. And this one started dropping off the flower buds because it was covered in aphids and I didn't see that. So I picked them off, squashed them, and now I'm going to be very vigilant with neem oil and might be a garlic spray and spray them. We shall see. This is one of the earliest kingianums that I had flowering. This one's called Lustrous. Looking quite nice. Another flower spike coming up. No aphids, good thing. So, as soon as they start showing growth, start feeding them. Not too much, dilute it down. They need the cold nights. They need good light, so I haven't put any shade cloth up yet. I won't put that up until, what is it? Middle of July now, middle of our winter. So I won't put the shade cloth over that area until probably September, early spring. Because we don't want sunburn. But remember, tiny sits out there all summer, all winter. It'll get nearly down to frost there. It doesn't settle frost in that area. And it'll also get quite warm, quite hot, and full sun. So you don't need to pamper them. Yes, sunburn. You don't need to pamper them so much as long as they acclimatize. They don't like a heavy frost. No, not a good idea. They'll drop their leaves, they'll sulk, you might even lose them. They don't like to go from shade to full-on sun. But with that said, they're really quite easy to look after. Very, very easy to flower. I consider them one of the easiest of the orchids. Speciosums, yes, they're quite easy. Relatively easy. Not as fussy as the cattleyas and the oncidiums and so forth and so on. And I don't even touch any of the warm ones. The phalaenopsis, no. That's it. Wayne's Weird World. Kingianums coming into flower. Woohoo! Cheers.